Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna. So today is. Let me revise yesterday's class. So 10 minutes. Let us quickly revise. Because there are so many things we learned in that class. Okay, so Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Sakta Manapartha Yogam Yunjamadashaya Asamshayam Samagrama. You can hear the sound. In the same temple, 3 classes are happening. Asamshayam Samagramam Yatagasa Shino. Was it clear? Any questions we have from the previous chapter, 7th chapter? Anybody? Okay, that means I have to give them permission to move. Yes. Yeah, anybody has any question from this chapter?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Yeah, क्या कोई प्रश्न है क्या?
नहीं, बहुत अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन किया था।
ठीक है, very good.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
okay. Yeah, please. You can.
Yeah, Guruji, Jai Shri Krishna. You said there are a problem during, this is Dr. Binjan. You said there are problem during birth also, like before birth also, and at the time of death also.
Yeah.
So, see, I wanted to know what are the problems during death, so that, see, when we are going nearer to the God, we should not have a problem for that. Yes.
Full 8th chapter today is about death only, so don't worry. We'll talk about death a lot.
Okay, Guruji. Okay.
The whole 8th chapter is on preparation for death. Prayana Kale. In fact, nobody wants to talk about death, but a spiritualist always talks about death. Materialist never talks about death. That's the difference. Because that's a reality. And you know, it is better to accept the reality, isn't it? I remember whenever, and I used to talk to my mother because our Shamshan Ghat was nearby our house. But what is all this? अरे नहीं बात करने का, ये सब अपशकुन होता है.
Right. So because see, in other chapters also, some shlokas were there that when you are approaching towards the like death time, if you remember me, then you will be happier. So like, see how to remember God at the time of death. So, then it is.
So it's Mataji, it's that a remembrance will come by practice. That's what we'll discuss today. Today, whole chapter is focused on that.
Yes, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Anybody else had a question? So I just revised the previous chapter then.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
हरे कृष्ण।
अपने
हाँ बोलिए प्रभु जी।
Sir, you said that there will be a pain at birth and a pain at death.
Yes.
But the pain at birth will not be felt by us.
How do you know?
We just don't remember.
No, see the point is that, yeah, you don't remember. It's not a very good argument because if I ask you what you ate yesterday also, you don't remember. I studied engineering. Some of my classmates are also here. We don't remember one word what we studied. So remembrance is not an absolute criteria, isn't it? What do you say? So many things we don't remember, but they did happen. Anna? Correct? Now, do you remember everything what happened to you 5 years ago? We don't remember. So memory of birth goes away, or memory of the whole because of the pain. Because of the natural symptom of the birth is that we do forget. We had a painful experience. We get that information from the Shastra. Okay? That I told you read 3rd canto and the last part. It's amazing. Okay, I will just show you maybe if somebody is interested to read that. Because you're all talking about it. Go to the Bhagavatam. Okay, and I will. And in the Bhagavatam, you go to 3rd canto. You can read all the books from Veda base, or what you can do is that, yeah, 31st chapter of the 3rd canto. Hare Krishna. So, okay, now here it is.
हरे कृष्ण।
Yeah, welcome. Now you see, can you see now what's happening? I showed you something very interesting now.
Yes, प्रभु जी।
See, this is Lord Krishna's instruction on the movement of the living entity, third canto, chapter 31. Under the supervision of Supreme Lord and according to results of his work, the living entity, the soul, is made to enter the womb of a woman through the particle of male semen to assume a particular type of body. On the first night, the sperm and ovum mix. On the fifth night, the mixture ferments into. Can you see the details so exact? On the fifth night, on the 10th night, it develops in the form of plum, and after it gradually turns a lump of flesh or egg, as the case may be. Because some places, some living entities, it becomes egg. In human form, human entity, it becomes a flesh. In the course of month, the head is formed. Can you believe this? Exact. And at the end of the 2 months, the hand, leg, feet, and other limbs take place. By the end of 3 months, the nails, finger, toes, body hair, bones, and skin appear. So do the organs, generation, other approaches the body, namely the eyes, nostril, etc. So this description goes on. And what is interesting for us is that he started praying. Fallen into the pool of stool, blood and stool and urine in the abdomen of the mother, his own body scorched with the mother's gastric fire, because mother takes something bitter and all the child suffers. Correct? Doctor says don't take too much chili or drink that. It's very delicate body. Embodied soul, anxious to get out, counts his months and prays, "Oh my Lord, when shall I, the wretched soul, be released from this confinement?" In fact, I have a video, but I don't know whether it is the time. If I can show you that video, you will be stuck with wonder. But okay, okay, that is.
அருண்குட்டி வணக்கம்ண்ணா.
Oh, there's a video.
ஆமா, இதோட திரவாதத்து போடுறேன்.
Sorry, it is going to a hair default. Okay, some other time. Now let me focus on the presentation. But do have an amazing video. Born again, birth again. So this goes on to the beautiful description and how.
Guruji would send us for the WhatsApp group that video.
Yeah, okay, that will be better. Okay, so because let me finish this chapter because I'll be then distracted. Okay. Okay, now we were discussing this chapter. Okay, so I'll share the video in the WhatsApp group better, and that's fine. You can locate the WhatsApp group on the website, the link. One I saw the group was filled up. Now other one I have given the link. So we discussed all this. Oh, Govinda, silence is very difficult. Okay. I'll just briefly revise because it's a beautiful chapter. Manushanam Sahasheshu, Krishna says that out of very rare, about thousands of men, somebody takes to spiritual life. And among that person who takes to spiritual life, very rare somebody knows me. Then Krishna talks about 8 kind of his energies. Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, Kham, Mano, Buddhi, Evacha. Yeah, now I can see. Good. Then after that, we studied about that Krishna says beyond the material energy in 8 parts, there is my spiritual energy. Okay, I think the people can participate. I feel very happy. Okay, please take care of discipline of audio. What are the 8 energies Krishna talked about? Anybody remembers? Yeah, I've given permission. You can unmute and speak. Anybody? Krishna said there are 8 energies. Anybody knows what are the 8 energies?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you say the? Can you say it again?
No,
That is
what are
air.
the 8?
That is
Earth, water, fire, air,
Yes.
ether.
And
Akash, go.
Earth,
then
water, fire, ether.
Air,
Buddhi,
water, ether, fire,
water,
earth,
fire,
mind,
earth,
intelligence, and
air,
Positive.
ego.
Fantastic.
mind,
Thank you.
ahankar.
intelligence,
Ahankar.
and
Thank you.
false ego.
Thank you.
Ahankar.
Now. Okay. And beyond this, Krishna says, is my superior energy. That is the soul. That is the discussion. And then Krishna says, I permeate into everything and I'm sustaining everything. And Krishna says, you have to see me first to see me in matter before seeing me in directly, because we are not in a position to see the Krishna's beautiful form now. So Krishna says, see me in matter now. You see the water, you remember me. You see the sky, you remember me. You see the moon, you remember me, because everything is my creation. In this way, you see me now. This is a list. Krishna says you can see me. Then we studied how all the modes, Maya is Krishna says my creation, and you being covered by illusion cannot see me. That's a real, just like wearing a colored glass, we are not able to see the reality. And they say the material energy is very difficult to overcome, but if you surrender to me, you can overcome the effect of Maya and reach me. And the surrender starts by submitting ourselves to the vibration of the God's holy names. There Krishna says 4 kind of people do not surrender to me and 4 kind of people surrender. 4 kind of people who do not surrender is one is Mudha, who has no time, like a donkey, and the demon who was so envious of the God's existence. And then we had one more category, that was Naradama, the sinful personality. And Maya Aparita Jnana, the 4, too proud of his knowledge. Actually, knowledge is stolen by illusion. Then Krishna says 4 kind of people actually surrender to me. Artho, Arthartha, Jigyasu, Jnani. Yes. Any example of Artho, Arthartha, Jigyasu, and Jnani we discussed? Anybody?
Yeah, the saint is the saint. Jigyasu is a person who is inquisitive about God, who
Yes.
wants to know like what is
Okay.
the
Okay.
information.
Yes.
And then somebody who is suffering, he wants some relief from his suffering.
But
He goes to God.
example from the Purana.
We discussed Draupadi in
Yes.
times of distress. We
Yes.
discussed King Dhruva who wanted bigger kingdom.
Yes.
We discussed
Yes.
Prashant Maharaj.
Gajendra.
Gajendra. Yeah. Gajendra in distress. Wonderful. Then.
Sukamuni.
And Parikshit Maharaj who was Jigyasu for more knowledge.
Yes. Yes.
Kapila.
And Jnani.
Kapila Muni.
Kapila.
Kapila, you can take. Shuka. I took Shuka.
Suka.
Okay. I took these all examples. This is Gajendra. This is your Dhruva. And we forgot this. Who is this? Sugriva. You know, he said, you can get me the kingdom, I'll help you.
Vibhishana.
Sugriva.
Sugriv.
Vibhishana also we can take in one sense because he wanted the throne to be changed. He was very upset with the way brother was doing activity.
But Vibhishana is Sharanagati.
But Sugriva better example because he directly said to Lord Rama, you get me kingdom, I get you your kingdom. Correct?
But Vibhishana is Sharanagati. No?
Yeah. No, but there is somewhere in the reading that he was not very happy the way Ravana was ruling. He wanted Lanka to come out of his rule because he was in a sense. But true, Vishana is a very advanced.
Disaffected.
I accept.
Guruji,
But Sugriva is clear. Sugriva is clear.
Vibhishana can be considered as a Jignasu or Gnani.
Chalo. Chalo, let us proceed. Any category, they are great people. Krishna, we have great respect. He is on the very high category of devotees. And for Krishna, he sacrificed everything now. He sacrificed his country. These are wise and full knowledge, pure devotion service are the best. So Krishna said, among them, wise is the best. Why did he say that? Among Jigyasu, among Artho, Arthat, Jigyasu, Gyani, why is the wise person the best? Anybody?
Because he doesn't have some material desire. He loves God out of devotion and he seeks Him, and he's totally happy with Him. He doesn't have any wants.
No, about why these
He
people
just,
are lesser
because
categories.
he just face until he needs something. After he just gets, he forgets Lord.
Yeah, I tell you, they go to many colleges, there is a temple. I go to NITK, there is a Shiva temple in the front. And in Nitte, there is a Ganesha temple. The day of exam is like a huge crowd.
PK movie.
Oh, huge crowd. And the day after the exam, they're all gone for Goa, Manipal, vanished. So that's how generally people are in trouble. They think about God. So they are not the highest, but person is Gyani and Jigyasu. Gyani, please take care of the audio. Yeah. Okay, there Krishna says this beautiful system. Bahunam Janavanamante. After many, many births, people surrender to him. So you're intelligent, you surrender now. Why you want to wait? Okay. And then Krishna says, this is a very, very difficult area. I do not know. Some of you have got a lot of questions because in India, Devi Devata Puja is so prominent. You know, you open a puja room, boom, ocean of confusion. 1,000 pictures are there, nobody knows. One person was telling me, a Christian priest came to his place. He said, why did you become Christian? He said, okay, that's okay. What do you worship? He said, this personality. Give me the picture. He kept that also. He had 1,001 more, 1,001. So it has become like that. People have no understanding what they are doing, who they are doing, who are they, nothing. It's like a supermarket, what works. Yeah, this is Ganesha is working out for me. Yeah, wo nahi chal raha. Just like and many temples are also like that supermarket. Everything is there. जहाँ आपकी श्रद्धा है हुंडी में डालो चलो without any teaching. Actually, temple should all become place of learning. That will be so wonderful, isn't it? We are not saying Archana should not go on. Please, please. Satvik, IPL. So temples should all become place of learning. That will be such a growth for our culture. And people can go, temples are already there. Just convert into place of learning where people can go, they can learn, they can ask their queries. Some of that has stopped. Then Krishna says about Devata worship. So these statements may be difficult to understand because generally there's a lot of confusion is there. In Vedas, compared to other religions, everything is revealed. Just like I go to college, say I go to NITK college. So there is the director of the college, there is the dean, there are faculty, there is chaparasi, there are so many people are there. And now, either I know only the director, that is one way, nothing wrong in it. But if I know about the deans, I know about even a chowkidar, it's nothing wrong about it. They also are worthy of respect. They're also doing something. So some place we only find information, God is there. But some place you find the whole gambit of the Lord's management of the world. A government has so many, like somebody saying, how can there be 33 crores God? No, sir. God is only one. There is no 33 crore God. I will never follow such a religion. Not possible. It's not logical because God means origin. How can be 33 crore origin be there? Origin is one. 33 crore, what people talk about is Iha Devata. That's what Krishna is saying. They manage this world. Why such a large number? Okay, how many people government of India has? They also have in lakhs people managing the country. Isn't it true? Anna? And managing the whole universe, definitely they are crores of devatas. They're managing different affairs. They're delegated. But who are the devatas? They are within this world. Some of the devatas are very top, but generally I'm talking the devatas. They are the most pious living entities of this universe. Just like in a jail. Already a jail is headache on the country. It's a what do you say, a burden on the country. It doesn't contribute to the economy or anything. It's just a reformation, rehabilitation center for crazy people. And we are there. And in that jail, more investment is not intelligent and nobody wants, who wants to go and work in the jail? Nobody wants to work in a jail. All pickpocket, murderers, who wants to go? So within the jail, who are those better, they are given different responsibility. Okay, chapati distribution you will do. Okay, cleaning you will do. They divide as much as possible. So similarly, those who are a little more pious, very sattvic people, they get responsibilities of managing the universe. And Krishna, they get appointment letter from Krishna and empowered to do their job. That is Devatas. But Devatas don't become God. In fact, they don't feel happy also. You go to Hanuman and say, my Lord, but he doesn't feel happy now. Why you are saying so? He says, my Lord is Rama, I am a Dasa. Why you are saying I am God? I feel hurt. So it is not worship. It rather becomes not so pleasing when we say things which are, suppose somebody I say, you are a person, this. You say, yes, okay, I agree. But I say, you are a noble lawyer, I say, don't make fun of me. Mazak nahi karo. So similarly to say, Devatas are God actually is to not to very pleasing for them to hear. So I am seated. So persons who have material desire, they go to Devatas because I explained to you there has to be a purpose, something I should get back when I offer something. In Devata, there is no spiritual return, so there has to be a material return. There has to be some cause, hetu, for doing that. When I go to Krishna, there is no need of a cause because then the return is on the spiritual dimension. Like Hanuman is feeling ocean of spiritual happiness, worshipping Lord Rama, worshipping Lord Rama. He doesn't need anything. Okay, so we come here, continue. So Krishna says Rasoham, and he says different. Krishna, this we did, this we did, this we did, this we did. Okay, then we came to Bahunam. Then Krishna talks about Devi Devata, and I showed in this picture. All the Devi Devatas are actually worshipping the Supreme Lord. So there is no need to go indirectly. You can directly go to the Lord. Krishna says, whatever they are giving, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. 722. Mayev vihita hi etar. Then Krishna says, men of small intelligence, they do all this worship Devatas, not needed. You can directly come to me. Rather, the father is saying, my dear child, come directly to me. No need to avoid me and bribe the Devatas. Unintelligent man, then Krishna comments even on impersonalism here. He was going to talk very elaborately in 12th chapter, but here is can say those who are not intelligent, they think God has no form. This is also extremely popular belief. God has no form, but he took a form. It's not true. How Krishna is saying, Avyakta Vyakti Napannam. I did not have form and personality, and I assume form and personality. Mannite Mam Abuddhaya. Those who don't have intelligence to think like that. Param Bhava Majananto Mama Bhuta Maheshwara. So Krishna does not approve of impersonalism or Devi Devata worship. He does not recommend. It's not that it is banned. Devi Devata worship is given in the Vedas. But higher intelligent people do not take to it. Krishna is saying here, I am not manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritaha. For them, I am covered by a yogamaya. I know everything that has happened in the past, that is happening in the present, but nobody knows me. Okay? And then once only you're pure, you can understand God. That's how the chapter finished. Now, let me finish my today's chapter because that is a beautiful chapter, amazing chapter. And after that, we will take questions. If you feel like you can keep typing your questions, but we see that it doesn't become a distraction. I think better I get pin drop silence for the class. Or if this much discipline goes on, I think I can manage. Okay, everybody just keep yourself. If you are not speaking, keep yourself muted because any voice in the sound in your place, even somebody is working in the kitchen, will disturb everybody. Okay. I am on my thing is on.
ఆడ నడిపే బండి రాయలన్నీ అనిపిల్లు.
Okay, I'll mute everybody now. So please pardon me. I'll take some maybe 7:25, half an hour to present today's chapter. And I will come out today's chapter, 8th chapter. We have finished already the half of Bhagavad Gita, almost. And tomorrow will be the 9th, which is the most beautiful chapter of the whole Bhagavad Gita. Rajvidya Rajaguhyam. The cream of the cream Krishna kept in the center. And it is the most beautiful shloka of Gita. Manmana bhav madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Okay. Now you all can see. And I will take privilege to present this in pin drop silence. I'll try to come out in 15 minutes and then again I'll go back. So that will be better. 7:26, I'll come back. Okay. Attaining the Supreme Akshara Brahma Yoga. Oh, my dear Lord, oh Supreme, what is Brahman, what is self, what is fruitive activity, what is the material manifest, what are the demigod? He asked so many, 8 questions he asked like that. How does the Lord of sacrifice live in this body? Which part does he live? Oh, Madhusudana, how do those engage in devotion we know here at the time of death? Totally, if you count 8 questions. Why did Arjuna ask these questions? The answer is the last 2 verses of the 7th chapter. You look at the last 2 verses, Krishna speaks some very tough words. Brahma, Adhyatma, Adidevam, Adiyagnam, Prayanakal. So immediately Arjuna, oh my God, ये तो समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है क्या बोले कृष्ण जी. Immediately, Krishna, please tell me all these words. I can't understand. So you see, if you read Bhagavad Gita, one thing you notice, Arjuna is hearing very attentively. Okay, suppose I speak some word to you. So what is this word? Can you tell me? I didn't understand the meaning. So Arjuna clarifies on this word, which are there in the last 2 shlokas of the previous chapter. So very easy to kind of see the connection in 2 chapters. And Krishna gives the answer. I made a chart for you. Easy chart. This all comes in notes for you. What is Brahman? That is Jiva. What is Adhyatma? The nature of the Jiva, the self, control of the body. What is Karma? Our actions. What is Adhibhuta? That's material nature. In fact, Adhibhuta, Adideva, the Adhyatma, this is elaborately described in Bhagavatam, connecting to every sense. There is a Devata controlling, there is a sense, and me, the experience. Adhyatma, Adibhauta, and Adideva. But today, simple. And then Adi Yagna is referring to the Lord, who is the enjoyer of the sacrifice. Then where does Adi Yagna reside? He asks, in the heart of everybody. Ishvara Sarva Bhutana Hidadesha Arjuna Tishrati. In fact, I've already noticed 5 places, even more may be there. Krishna says, I'm seated in the heart of every living entity. So what happened? Heart transparent, souls, Paramatma also goes, no. It's just like a chair. Paramatma's soul is spiritual. The soul is there in the body, but something more accompanying him is the Lord, who is there in everybody. How to remember Krishna at the point of death? Practice. You have to practice. Not suddenly, it is not possible. You have to practice whole life. So living in it is called Brahman. This I answered this question. Physically, nature is known to be endlessly mutable. The universe, this is going on. Metal nature represents super soul, the heart of every living entity. Okay. Now Krishna starts answering from here till the end one question. How do you remember him at the point of death? Life is the preparation, death is the examination. And who is the personality on the right hand side? Bhishma. Amazing personality. Very great character. Even though he had to fight against because of some obligations, he was a very great devotee of Krishna. And at the time of his death, Krishna comes personally. He's so fortunate. Just imagine. At the time of death, you have to give an exam. And suppose Nobel laureate comes to you, I will help you. You say, oh, what a fortune I got. Same way, you have to remember Krishna at the point of death. You can see all the Pandavas, they are all crying because they know how much he loved them. In fact, he's so happy to see his Pandava. He had always, his heart was with the Pandavas. So always was so happy Yudhishthira Maharaj has become the emperor. He gives a lot of wonderful instruction to Yudhishthira Maharaj how to rule. In fact, Yudhishthira Maharaj did not want to rule. He said, I've done so much sin, killed so many people for me. I'm not fit to rule. So Bhishma convinces him, no, he has to rule. And then gives him a lot of instruction that is recorded in Mahabharata, and also Bhagavatam has a beautiful chapter on that. And then after that, Krishna in the front, he offers prayers to Krishna with love. With great love, he offers prayers. That is recorded in Bhagavatam. We can spend 2-3 hours reading those prayers. So amazing. He says, here is the Supreme Personality of God. And you're all thinking he's an ordinary person. He's God himself. He's moving among us like one of us. He's not one of us. So anyway, those prayers are there in the Bhagavatam, and he offers beautiful prayer. And then, by his own will, meditated completely, his mind fixed on the Lord, he leaves his body. So that is the glories of Bhishma. So we have to leave body like him. But we may not have fortune of Krishna standing in front of us. So you have to practice. Antakale chamam eva. Antakale. Smaran muktva kalevaram. We have to, when you're leaving the body, we have to remember the Lord. Smaran we have to do. Ya prayati samadbhavam yati rasinat samshaya. No doubt, if you do this, you will reach the supreme spiritual world. This is, if you know, there was an instance of who is this personality? His four brothers are dead. You all know who is that personality? Yudhishthira. And then what happens is that one time I know some of you know the answer. And then, Yaksha story, Yaksha has seen that all four brothers are almost dead. And when Yudhishthira comes, say, you have to answer some question, then I will make them alive. And it's a famous narration, I think. Yudhishthira Maharaj very extremely intelligent because he's actually son of Yamaraj. He's very intelligent. He answers all the questions. And in that, one of the question was, what is the most wonderful thing in this world? And he said, everywhere death is happening. Left, right, center, every day newspaper also says, so many died, so many died. But everybody feels, I will not die. In fact, when my student was telling a joke, that when first person got corona in India, everybody, scared. Then got 100, little less scared. Instead of more scared, less scared. And now lakhs, people have become like this. The reverse it is. The way we were scared in the beginning, now we have lost fear only. So anyway, people think, I will not die. This is the misconception we are in. Maybe this foolish scientist will make some medicine and they will give some injection to me. I'll not die. Our Acharya used to laugh. Such attempt has been made in the history already. Hiranyakashipu, he also made an attempt to somehow live forever, but Krishna found way to kill him. So whatever you try, death is compulsory in this world. We have to accept death. So that's what the famous trainer Yudhishthira, Ahani ani bhutani gachandini yamalayam. Every moment you're seeing people are dying and going to control a Yamaraj. But Shesha Stavaram Ichanti Kim Ashiram Adaparam. It's say, what is more wonderful than this? That nobody prepares for death and thinks that he's not going to die. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tadre ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sadata bhava bhavitaha. This is a beautiful instruction. Very amazing instruction. This instance is the Bharata Maharaj. The Bharata Maharaj was a great king, very great king in Indian history. But there is an instance. Now, these instances, the great personality somehow for a lesson for us, not attributing so much to their own purity. So when he was doing meditation, something happened. Why he ended up becoming a deer? You see, he died dead, actually fell from a cliff searching for the deer. And he thinking about the deer, he died and he became a deer next life. Sometimes people have pets as dogs and they keep thinking about the dog all day and they die, they become a dog. That will be the misfortune. Instead of getting moksha and go to serve Krishna, we did another dog in this world. Look at him, this small deer, I told you, fell in the river because his mother died, leaving this newborn child. And he brought the newborn child to his ashram and slowly got distracted. Instead of doing his puja, he was thinking about the deer all day. Correct? You see, his one hand is there, other hand is that's how you go to japa, Hare Krishna, and mind is somewhere else. And then what happened? When he was, one day the deer could not be found and he was searching, and he fell from a cliff and died. Thinking of the deer, he became deer next life. This is a big story, then something happened. But the point is this, that what you think after time of death, you become that. This is the evidence of that, recorded in the Shastra. Okay, so whole life, your desires are accumulation of the desires, what you have cultivated. You have to be very conscious, desires are coming. But what desire I am cultivating, that is very, very important. Therefore, after hearing all this, tasmat, therefore, sarveshu kaleshu, in all the time, mam anuspara yuddhacha. Please think about the Lord. And Krishna says to Arjuna, you fight. Not that you'll go and sleep now, fight, but don't forget me. So to individual capacity, what services we can take without forgetting God. Everybody has a different capacity. Some people have a lot of capacity, they can take a lot of service without forgetting God, but some people, little service, they forget. So, Mai Arpita Manopati Mam Eveshasi Asamshayaha. Okay, so Sarveshu Kaleshu, all the time we should remember God and then do our service. Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa Nane Gamina Paramam Purusham Divyam Yati Parthanu Chintayam. So Abhyasa, practice has to be done to do this. And this is another example of, famous example of Ajamila. Ajamila, what happened in the previous, this is a very important instruction for us lesson. This is recorded in Bhagavatam and it's a very famous instance. Ajamila was a Brahmin, very pure Brahmin. And one day, a young boy, married boy, white dress is for a married person. So one day what happened, he went to the forest, and when he was collecting flowers, you can see the flowers out in this picture. So the flower basket has fallen on the ground. When he was collecting flowers in the forest, he heard some giggling sound. And a boy and a girl. He knew what's happening. Dead, in a dark area in the forest, some giggling sound, some boy and girl are doing something illicit. He thought nothing will happen to me. Nothing will happen to me. 1 minute, I'll just see who are the people. I want to just see who are the people. So out of curiosity, he went there. And then when he saw the sea, his heart became shaken with lust. Oh, that's a prostitute of the town. And that man is known for such, like, wow, the prostitute is so beautiful. I can also pay. No, she's a prostitute. I can also enjoy with her. Why he? Why not me? Slowly, his mind started getting disturbed. You can see that he's a pure person, and now the disturbance is coming. He's now like fixed, can't get out of the place. So I always say, don't play with fire. Correct? Don't think nothing will happen. No means no. Today, generally when you talk to people, they say moderation. The thoda chalega. Little is okay. That's not correct. Little is not okay. Poison, one drop also you should not take. Moderation is a statement of a person who is weak-minded. A strong-minded person, no means no. What do you say? You go to any respectful person and you talk, Mahabharata. Actually, they are very strong-minded. But today, little alcohol is good for digestion also, like that, little, and then whole thing is gone. So, and then he got totally mind corrupts. He come back home and he cannot bear it. He's thinking day and night. He's dreaming about the prostitute. And one day he tells his wife, you're working so hard, actually. I can get you a servant. So he goes, secretly makes a deal with the prostitute. I'll give you this much money. You stay in my house, blah, blah. I'll tell my wife you're a servant, blah, blah. And the wife, first his parents walk out of the house, seeing all what kachara was going on. We cannot live in this house. They were very pure people, his parents. Old people left the house without shelter. Then his wife cried and left the house and went back to the parents' house. And this man, so enchanted the prostitute, lived in the same house for 60 more years. And at 85-year-old, he had the last child from the prostitute by the name, whom he named Narayana, by good fortune. Why? Because in childhood, he was doing some puja for the Lord. So Lord was thinking, poor fellow, he has got totally lost. They gave him an opportunity by inspiring him. Give you a child named Narayana. Then he used to say, Narayana, you come. Narayana, did you have food today? Isn't it? That's how we say in the home. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Slowly, his mind started becoming calm or become almost crazy. And then, when time of death, he says, Narayana, save me. And boom, Vishuddhas come there. So Samachar is analyzed because of constant chanting of Narayana. Now he actually started remembering Narayana whom he was serving in the childhood. Some say, anyway, Narayana is very merciful. He chanted his name. He was calling for his son Narayana. Narayana same, he was so attached to him. And now Lord very kindly took, anyway, he's calling me. So Lord sent Vishnu Dutas and book they appeared. And these are Yamudutas. So he was telling, by the time he was telling Yamuduta, why you're taking me? They say, you have done so much sin. No, I'm a Brahmana. What Brahmana? Your wife has cried whole life. Your parents even died on the street without shelter. And you did so many sinful activities. What Brahmana? So by the time Vishnu appeared, and then they tell Yamudutas, leave him alone. Get out of this place. You can't touch him. You can see the next picture. We'll beat you if you do anything. Get out of this place. He is a sinless man. So Yamuduta is sinless? This person did so much sin. And who are these people? Generally, Vishnudas don't appear. Either Vishnudas go or Yamudutas go. Outside a house, you can't see that vehicle. Either Yamuduta vehicle comes or Vishnuta vehicle comes. Very kindly. Because mostly Yamuduta vehicle come and imagine the face of a person. Imagine whole life you lived, you're a great man and all, and see Yamudutas come. Oh my God. So the people cannot kindly see them. But person, and they drag him out and take him to Yamaloka. But very rarely Vishnudutas come. Where Manushana Sahasheshu, for a devotee they come. And in this case, both came. Because this fellow Yamadutas came and then he cried. So then at the time, there is very nice discussion happens between Vishnudas and Yamadutas about dharma. Beautiful discussion happens. The Yamadutas, they understand, we can't argue with them, they go away. And they go to Yamaraj and say, what is all this, Who are these people? Yamaraj says, don't worry, they can punish me also. And he was happy. His servants are now chanting Narayana name because Yamaraj is a great devotee of the Lord. Anyway, so this is beautiful instance. So here it shows power of chanting. So now imagine he chanted unconsciously. If you chant consciously, what is the benefit? We can't even imagine the benefit. And then he doesn't directly go back to Godhead. After this, Vishnu disappear. But he has seen the whole conversation and he's seen the Vishnu Dutta. If he's now strength to come out of that wretched thing he has got lost into, he goes to the forest and does tapasya. He goes to Haridwar and he does tapasya for a long time. And then after that, same Vishnudas come again and a Vaikuntha Vimana come Ajamila and they take him back to the spiritual world. This is a success story recorded in the Bhagavatam, which shows the power of the chanting of the holy name of God. I just imagine unconscious utterance of Narayana could save Ajamila. If consciously we can chant, how much benefit is there? Therefore, I requested all of you can come in the morning, 5 to 6. I've already initiated chanting, and also I will do in the evening 6 to 7. 5 to 6 is public. I'm going to invite all the devotees. Today we had 50 people. But some people today message to me, they are in the Gulf, so they cannot come early morning because it is other time for them. It's like midnight for them. I said, okay, before my class, I'll chant for some time. Anyway, good for me. I also get some time, more time for chanting. Okay, so we meet also 6 to 7 in the evening tomorrow. So one you meditates a supreme being as one who knows everything, as one of the oldest, who's the controller, who's the smaller than the smallest, is the meditation given on Krishna, who's beyond our mental conception, who's inconceivable, is all other person. So it's not imagined. What is Krishna is given in the Shastra, how to meditate on him. And this is my favorite picture. Unimaginably beautiful. You see this picture, then you understand how Krishna's color is like the cloud. It's not like black color what people think of. And Srila Prabhupada was preaching in Africa. So one person came, we heard your God is black. Prabhupada said, not so black. Not so black. His color is different. Krishna's color is like the clouds. So this is the information that even the Devatas are praying to the Lord. You see, Brahma is praying, Lord Shiva is praying, all are praying to the Lord. Who are we? We are small entities. Why don't we pray? You see, all the Devatas are praying. They all, whenever there is a problem, all the Devatas go to the Shira ocean, Shirodakshay Vishnu, where Shirodakshay Vishnu resides, and all of them offer prayers. Sometimes Lord Vishnu personally comes, gives darshan to them. Sometimes he just gives message to Brahma in the heart. This is another beautiful shloka. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalema shashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanam samsiddhi paramam gata. So Krishna says, once you come back to the spiritual world, you'll never come back here. Why? Dukkhalem. See what Krishna is telling? Dukkhalem ashashvatam. And there was one person who made a novel. And the novel's name was Jahangir. And you often read the book, whole book talks about activities of Aurangzeb. How one by one he killed all his brothers. So somebody asked that author, why you put the name Jahangir? Because actually the whole book is only activities of Aurangzeb. He said, no. When this Aurangzeb was killing his brothers one by one, it was Jahangir, his heart was paining like anything. I was all through the novel thinking about Jahangir. The same way, the writer of a story knows the main thing in the story. Correct? Sometimes some suspense stories are there. Somebody did murder. At least the director knows who did murder. We may not know. So here also, Krishna has designed this world. And Krishna is saying, Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. This world I designed as a place of misery and it's temporary. And what are we trying to do? Convert into Sukhalayam ashashvatam, which is not possible. The nature of the world is Dukkhalayam. You cannot make it Sukhalayam. But we are trying to do. Then what to do? We have to sit and cry in this world? No. Come to spiritual platform. Come to spiritual platform. Immediately happiness starts. On a material platform, this is a very sad place. And I tell you more, it will be even more pitiful to hear. We are sitting in a huge slaughterhouse. Mrityu Lok, where death is there. Anytime anybody will call, come, 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 and head was cut in front of everybody. And there is so much pain. One by one, people are dying in this world. This year, that way, death has not stopped. So Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. This world is painful world of death. Temporary place of death. You say, no, okay, I'll face it. Now tell me, if I come to you and I meet you in a slaughterhouse, can you be happy? Or say, God forbid, you're caught by some terrorist, and they said, tomorrow morning we're going to cut your head. That was happened some years ago in some places in the world. And they will do live telecast of it. My God. And then in the night, they ask you, what is your last wish? Can you enjoy now? If I tell you you're going to be killed in the morning, we not even spare a bullet, we'll just cut your head slowly. Can you enjoy in the night? Just think about it. No. Same way, death is going to come, and it is going to be very, very painful. Death is equally painful. It's all in the mind. I don't want to die on the road, hit by a vehicle. I want to die in a bed surrounded relative. Pain is same, sir. It's a miserable pain. Shastra say it is like hundreds of bichus biting together. That much pain the body experiences. All the organs are collapsing. The tremendous pain. Both birth and death are very, very painful. In fact, you should take help of doctors and discuss it. I tell you why. There is nothing lamentable in God's kingdom. It's a wonderful design of the Lord to make us serious about spiritual life. Just like if there is no exam, children will not study one page of a book. They will not even buy the textbooks. Just like in government offices, it is fixed. You will not lose job. People don't go to work. I've seen one person. I said, what is the change in you after you started chanting Hare Krishna? He said, previously I was working 1 hour. Now I work 2 hours. That is government office. That's how they work. So this doesn't change. So this world is a miserable place, no doubt. So people, why Krishna created death? Don't fight against Krishna creation. Happily participate in the Krishna's creation. That is the outlook you should have. Like suppose you have a teacher and you're a student. A teacher comes and announces there will be an exam and they will have 4 assignments. You have to do this. What a good student does. Thank you, sir, because he knows if I participate in this, I learn this subject. So Krishna has designed your life for you to become perfect. It's a perfect design, but we want to fight against it. Just like I remember in school time, I used to enjoy the teacher. I used to like the teacher so much. We used to love the teacher. We used to study before even the class, and teacher used to encourage. It used to be exam, used to be expressive. Such a nice paper teacher made. When you did college, I stopped studying. And then I used to hate the teacher. Mardiya, he has killed me today. We say like that. He has murdered me. So that is how people look at death. Don't look at death in that way. It's welcome it. My dear Lord, it's your design, I welcome it. Some pain is there. Yes, my Lord, I accept it. Because it's your design, it's for my good. So we don't fight against anything God creates. Rather, try to participate in what God has created. My Lord, you created this situation today, like tomorrow Grahana is there. Now, my Lord, there is an inauspicious time for some time. In fact, whole time is now we are sitting in the house only. Take care, what can I do? How can I participate in the situation God has created? If you think like that, then it's very good. I'm just showing some person trying to run away from the jail. So, Mamupetya punarjanma dukkalava shashvatam natmanti mahatmana samsiddhi paramam gataha. Okay? That is his word. From the highest planet in the metal world down to the lowest, all the places of misery where repeated birth and death take place. The one who attains my abode, O son of Kunti, never take birth again. Once you go to Krishna Loka, you will not. Even so, worshipping Devatas, you land at a Devaloka, which is there within this jail. And the Devatas also have death. You also have death. The place is also destroyed, pralaya after some time. It's a temporary situation. So those are intelligent. Don't go for any temporary thing. 100 sonar ki, ek lohar ki. They directly go back to the spiritual world. Chutti. All problem is solved forever, eternity. We'll never take birth. Because if that mistake, we will never. We thought I can be independent of Krishna, he landed up here. But then we saw how horrible it was. We will not make that mistake again. I misuse my freedom, but I will not do that again. The whole world is heaven, earth, or hell is all full of pain. So metal world is not something very pleasurable. This is 1000 ages. This calculation I've shown you today. I'm showing a big calculation board. I did that huge calculation in the 4th chapter, you remember. Correct? You remember? I calculated Manvantara, the life of Brahma, all these things. Here again it is emphasized within Bhagavatam something about Kala. The 1000 ages together come to the 1000 Divya Yugas is 12 hours of Brahma, same as his night. And therefore we calculated Brahma's age to be 311 trillion years. And what is happening is that again and again, The night time, every Brahma's night, when Brahma sleeps, almost the whole universe is destroyed. Almost, not everything. Brahma's place is some other left. Below, whole thing is destroyed because all crazy people cannot survive when Brahma is sleeping. Brahma wants to see. But for creation of Brahma is like, we take bath in the morning and do Sandhya Vandana, sit down. That is the effort of creation. So easy for it. Like that. Every day morning he creates and night he destroys. Every day pralaya goes on like that. Even Brahma does it. And when Brahma dies, Mahapralaya, everything is destroyed, whole universe is destroyed, nothing is spared. So the day comes, post-living by active, and in the night they are helplessly dissolved. What are you doing? What plan you are having here? This is not a permanent play. That's the main message here. Yet there is another nature which is eternal, transcendental to the manifested matter. It is supreme and it is never annihilated. When all this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. That is the spiritual world of Krishna. Here is Narayana, Vaikuntha. There is a little description I wanted to make to all of you about Vedic cosmos. Should I spend some time explaining? Actually, it needs 4-5 hours. You can type on the net Gokul Chandra Goloka chart. He has 4 lectures on it, which could take 4-5 hours. That is from ISKCON, an elaborate explanation from the person who made this chart. But anyway, I can explain little in brief here. You can see on the left-hand side, the below part is what you're seeing is the material world. So first is Goloka. Goloka, the red flower on the top is Goloka. In the Goloka is the place where the Lord Krishna resides with his devotees, and nobody knows he's God. Nobody knows. He makes them forget, and very intimate relation he has with the devotees. But Yashoda, about this is eternally situation. Then below that is Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, he's God, so relation is not so intimate, but still it is pure. Narayana is worshipped by the devotees. Then below that is the material world. I'm not going to details of creation, but I'm just telling the essence. From Mahavishnu's body, you see the golden eggs come out and they get covered by Pradhana, and the metal, each universe is covered by 7 layers. And the Mahavishnu, which is an expansion of Narayana, he again expands to Garbhodaksha Vishnu, which enters into every universe. Okay, now, okay, it is not there. Okay, I guess. Here is Mahavishnu, who expands, and from his body all universes come out as pores. This science also agrees that universe is expanding, but what is the origin, they don't know. They say it is whistle, some sound, some chunk, but this is from the Shastra, something definite. No, maybe. Maybe is not knowledge. Fact. We want facts. Suppose you go to court and judge says, who did murder? I think judge, he might have done. What judges say, just get out of the place. So we want facts. Vedas never say, maybe Mahavishnu created. No, maybe he created. And this from Mahavishnu is the expansion of Narayana. So from the pores of Mahavishnu, you see universes are coming out, the seeds, and they get covered by the metal energy, Pradhana. And then expansion of Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, takes some living entity and he goes inside each universe. And here is, about, I think if you know about, you can see this better. Now you can see better. This is Garbhodaksha Vishnu. I think you have seen some temples. Which temple you have seen? Trivandrum. How many people have gone to the Anantashesha temple? Correct? Yes, that is the Lord. You can see there. 3 doors you have to take darshan. And from his navel, Brahma is born. And this is twisted just for explanation. It's a straight. And here is Lakshmi massaging the feet of the Lord. And all the devatas are there. And between the Brahma and the Lord in the stem, using the stem rather, all the planetary systems are formed. So this is understanding. And here you can, this is a thing later I'll tell you other things. This is beautiful Vaikuntha. You can all see. You got darshan of Vaikuntha. You want more? This much it allows now. I have to pull this away. Okay, you can all see. This is actually a very high resolution photo. Okay, remind me, I'll share with you in the group so you have the photo and you can see. And then this is in between Vaikuntha and Goloka Ayodhya Dhama, because Lord is two-handed there. 400 is Vaikuntha and 200 is Krishna. And in Krishna, the intimacy is very, very high. This is all called the yantras. This is the mantras to achieve Radha Krishna. And all around are gopis and what is called sakhis. This is Vaikuntha. Here is Lakshmi Narayana. And these are all around are different energies of Narayana. And here is the middle world. Simple actually. So the creation actually involves three Vishnus. One Vishnu is Mahavishnu, which from the pores of his body, this universes come out, and the Lord glances. Can you see the glance of the Lord? And this is big description. I don't want to go detailed. All the living entities are given birth by Mahavishnu. And on the way, in contact with the material energy, Vishnu doesn't come. Shiva comes in between, which is the form of the Lord itself, Vishnu, which contacts the material energy. Therefore, Shiva is almost Vishnu. But is milk turned into curd? Is milk at the same time not milk? That discussion will be more later. And then here is the middle world where the Lord Mahavishnu expands into Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and who manages the universe, and all the creation of the universe happens from him, including Brahma. And Brahma does the secondary creation. And then the Lord Garbhodaksha Vishnu expands into Paramatma, which is also known as Kshirodaksha Vishnu, which goes into heart of everybody. So three Vishnus. One Vishnu, Mahavishnu, creates a whole material world and millions of universes. Inside each Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, which lies on Anantasesha and gives birth to Brahma. And third Vishnu is Kshirodaksha Vishnu, which you can see there. He is in the heart of every living entity. And also he has the planet Shwetadipa, where all the Devatas we saw go and pray. So something I could tell I'm feeling happy about. So this is about the spiritual world, how it is situated. This is Goloka. You want to go there? This is how Krishna plays. Amazing pastime. You will get stung by the sweetness of Krishna. This is a beautiful prayer from Mukundamala Stotra, which is by a Shri Vaishnava great Acharya. In fact, some Shri Vaishnavas can sing this very well. Krishna Todiya Padapangaj Panjarantam Advaiva me Vishatu Manasaraja Hamsaha Prana Prayana Samaye Kapapata Vittai Kantavarodhana Vidhau Smaranam Kutaste. Oh Krishna, please allow my mind to immediately yield to your lotus flower like fit, just as the flamingo enters into the labyrinth of the lotus flower stem. When at the moment of my last breath, my throat becomes constricted by the action of the bodily humors, air, bile, phlegm, how will I be able to remember you? Say, when I become old, there's so much phlegm comes, no? Throat, I may not be able to utter your name. So let me now take your shelter. Please take me to your lotus feet now. Let me not wait for old age. This is the prayer from a great Acharya. What is his name? Which Acharya is this? Sri Vaishnava Acharya. Okay, anyway. Vedeshu Yagneshu, the last sloka of this chapter says, you may do Vedas, you may do Yagna, you may do Tapasya, you may do Dana, and so many Punya you can do. But don't worry, everything you will get if you take chanting of the name of the Lord. Now, you are all spending 1 hour in hearing Bhagavad Gita. The same time, you could have studied some shlokas of the Vedas. Same time, you could have done some Homa. You could have done some Tapasya. Or you could have done some big Punya. So what about that? Krishna said, don't worry, I'll give you all that. This is a beautiful. A person who accepts the path of the devotion service is not bereft of the result derived from studying the Vedas, from performing austere sacrifices, giving charity, pursuing philosophical and fruitive activity. At the end, it reaches the supreme abode. With that, we conclude this chapter. And this chapter was easily divided. 8 questions of Arjuna, and the answers are there in 8.1 to 8.4. Remembering Krishna at the time of death. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. Krishna says, always, ma manusmara yuddhacha. You fight, but don't forget me. So everybody has an individual capacity, beyond which if he takes anxiety, forgets. So better take according to capacity. Remembering Krishna by yoga miksha bhakti, remembering Krishna by pure bhakti, and the metal word was a spiritual word, paratasmatu bhavo anyat. Krishna explains beautifully that beyond this word is a spiritual word, vyakta avyakta sanatanaha. So Krishna explains about the spiritual world in the Bhagavad Gita. Parastasma, beyond the mental world of the spiritual world. And then supremacy of pure bhakti in attaining Krishna. Atyeti tasarvam idam viditva. Okay. So done. Now I am free. If anybody has any questions, I know. Okay, I'm sorry. Chat was really disturbing. I'll take care next time. Now let me take up the questions. First, I'll allow you all also. Allow participants to unmute yourself. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Swami Mukundamala is Sri Kulashekara.
Anybody has a question? First, I'll take from the people who are visible. Anybody has a question here? Yes, Krishna Pranav, you have any question? You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
After the
Oh, wait a
Kali Yuga,
minute. My speaker. Yeah.
after the Kali Yuga, will the world again start and everything, including Gita, will be said again?
Okay, the cycle you're telling, Kali Yuga will end after that.
Yeah.
Satyuga, Tretayuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. Then Kalki will come first at the end of Kali Yuga. Those who are still around. And it is said the Kali Yuga Bhagavatam has a prediction of Kali Yuga. It is terrible, terrible. As the situation becomes so bad, Bhagavatam says people will start eating each other. In that horrible condition, you want to stay till that time or you want to get out before that?
No, I am asking that in the next cycle
Yes.
of the 4 yugas, will the Bhagavad Gita again repeat?
Will the next time when Krishna comes in the next Kali Yuga, you are saying that?
Yeah.
How much time duration will that be? In this Bhagavad Gita was 2 million years ago spoken in the beginning of Treta Yuga, correct? We discussed that by Manu to Ikshvaku. If you see in the notes, it is there. So it depends. When Krishna will definitely come, but he doesn't reveal his Vrindavan Leela every time. That he does only once in a day of Brahma, because that is very, very, very confidential. People can't understand it. Krishna's Leela with the Gopas, Gopis are beyond public understanding. Mostly they comment badly, isn't it? The intimate passions of the Lord are not easily understood. So Krishna doesn't reveal that, but once in a day he reveals, because he wants people to see that most intimate Leela of the Lord, where the devotees forget he is God and enjoy with him an equal platform. So Krishna will definitely come. Bhagavad Gita will be spoken by Vasudeva Krishna. Krishna will be born in Mathura but not go to Vrindavan, because Vrindavan Leela will not be there every time. That is only once in a day of Brahma. Okay, from there he will go to Dwarka. That's it. Will he speak Bhagavad Gita? Yes. If there is a need. See, every Leela of the Lord, Pranav, every time the Lord comes, everything is not exact. There are slight differences. Okay, so I cannot say we have to analyze from the Shastras. We say, what did he do in other incarnation? That will require a little study for me to tell you. But principle is, if there is a need, definitely Krishna will tell. Principally, more and less, the Leela is similar every time the Lord comes. But there are slight variants. So I do not know where Gita will be spoken or not in that variation. Okay? I have to check up and tell you. Any other question, Krishna Pranav?
Where is Kurukshetra exactly located in current India?
Everybody knows that, भाई कुरुक्षेत्र को टाइप कर लो गूगल मैप्स में है अभी भी. It's there, no? You type on the net Kurukshetra, it is there. The place exists. Okay, so that should not be North India. The place exists. Okay, he's searching for Kurukshetra now. Yeah, anybody else? Yeah, please.
Hello.
So I finished the class now. There are some people around. 108 is a very auspicious number. But I leave it to you. You want to stay for the question answer? You go. Leave it to you. Huh?
Guruji.
Tomorrow morning, again, announcement, try to come. I was very happy today. 50 of us chanted together. More of you, please come. And I also have the japa session in the evening also. Because just before the class, we can chant together, 6 to 7. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji, Amulyaji. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question is there a hint of anywhere in scriptures about knowing the time of your death, one's death?
Oh, you want to know the time, exact time?
Any?
What happens? Leave it to the Lord, no? Generally, people, what they do, they go to astrologers. And astrologer will tell, Abhi 20 साल, अरे यार, अभी तो 20 साल है, चलो थोड़ा rest कर लेते हैं.
Now, is there any hint in any of the scriptures about you coming to know about it in advance? No. Or we leave it to Lord.
No, that's what I say. People go to astrologers for that. You know, there is the astrologer.
That-
But you see, what happens today is we don't get such expert astrologers. And number one. Number two, why we to know that? Oh, we don't care. We take in protection of Krishna. We leave it to him. This is there in this chapter. You know, I didn't mention about that because it will take so there are some auspicious time to leave the body, inauspicious. Then Krishna says in the Gita that a devotee doesn't bother about that. Its example is of a monkey child and cat child. This is a very good example. The monkey child has to save himself on. You know, he's on the back. He has to hold the mother monkey, and mother keeps jumping from one tree to another. He has to protect his life. But devotee is like the cat, where the mother cat, when he holds a child, he feels not the fear, he feels the affection of the mother. Mother is carrying, we have seen that? The cat carries the child in the mouth, here, there, here, there. So we are like that cat child. We are left it to Krishna, what do you want to do? We don't so much save ourselves, but definitely we try to become a good devotee and not waste any time and chant the holy name. Yes. Yes, sir. Hare Krishna. Your name is Vishwanathan. Yeah, Vishwanath.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Prabhuji, one question my family had, so we are all watching together, is that while you were explaining about the Ajamila story, we lost power. So we lost a little bit, but I knew the story, so I told it to the best of my ability. So my mother wants to know that is it fair that even though the Lord knew that Ajamila was actually referring to his son when he was calling out the name Narayan, and obviously the Lord being the all
Hare Krishna, Krishna. Again, power bent. See, the answer has to come or not. What we can do. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Chalo, somebody asks the question. By the time his power comes back, huh?
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have a question. Like, what are the activities?
I'm so happy. Actually, first thing I tell you, I congratulate. I'm so happy. We are also interested, and I feel encouraged for that. But my truthfulness will only repeating what I read from Gita, so there will be nothing from my side. What I read, I repeat. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My question is, what is the activities of living entities in the spiritual planets like Vaikunta or Goloka? What activities will be done there?
Keval, no office to go, no college, no school. Keval, only play. That's all.
Okay.
So you want to go. No death, no disease, no old. If you tell me in earth there is a place where there is no death, no disease, no old age, you want to run there immediately with your whole family? So those people who are intelligent get captivated by this information.
Do they eat food there, Prabhuji? Do they eat food? Do they eat food there, or is food?
The soul doesn't need food. Soul is fresh always. You see, when you sleep, why you get dreams? Because soul is not tired, only your body is tired. So soul plays with the mind for some more time, you get dreams. Then the mind also is tired, okay, get lost. The soul is waiting. That's called deep sleep. Soul is not sleeping, waiting. What to do? This mind is also tired. And then you get up again, some small dreams, and then again you wake up. Soul is always fresh. It is son of Krishna. It's not ordinary, it's Atma. It's great, Mahan.
Swamiji.
Thank you.
Swamiji.
Yeah. प्रभु जी प्रभु हाँ स्वामी जी है बड़े सन्यासी को बोलते हैं हम तो छोटे से ब्रह्मचारी हाँ
like among mukti there are 7 types of mukti I have read like salubhya mukti, like that 7 types. So what is the criteria which determines what kind of mukti jivatma gets?
See, devotee is interested to serve Krishna. He does not even ask mukti. He doesn't want anything. He just wants to serve. Even Krishna wants to stay in the narka and serve him, ready. That's a devotee standard. But it is good to think to go back to Krishna because we are fed up of this world. True. For normal jivas, we desire to go back to the Lord's lotus feet. Okay, for very advanced devotee like Narada, he doesn't mind. Krishna says, go to meet Kamsa, he goes to meet. He's fearless. That's what amazing he is. He goes to meet Ravana also. Imagine such a ferocious fellow. He's not scared. He goes there also, goes to meet, comes. But devotee is in a different situation, pure devotee. For us, normal devotee, it's better to plan to go back to God. And there are different kind of muktis which are there. Sarupya, there are 5 kinds. I don't know why you say 7. There are 5. Salokya, one is Sayujya, which we do not accept. Sayujya means to become with God. No, we don't want that because it is temporary. Because soul cannot sit without activity, so you fall down from that. Aruya krichena param padam tata patanti yadaha anada vismat angraya. Brahma says, you suppose you get fed up with this world, but don't have desire to serve the Lord, you get moksha, one kind of moksha called Sayujya. Like a bulb there. You can't talk to anybody. I am Brahman, Tattvamasi, that's it. But there is no activity in that. Only realize one portion of realization, Sat, not Ananda. So therefore, person comes down again, and so better is to go back to the spiritual world. That is Sayujya, that is Samipya, Salokya, Sashti, Sarupya. That is better than that. Okay. But devotee is not planning all this. Whatever Krishna wants, okay, I just want to serve it.
Prabhuji?
Yeah, just wait. Prabhuji,
Thank
this
you,
question
Swami.
was remaining. You know that Ajamila story. Yes, sir. Vishwanath, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, my apologies to you and everyone else. The power went away again, just at the right time. So the question is the following: that even though the Lord knew that Ajamila was actually referring to his son Narayana on his deathbed, and the Lord also knows about the different deeds done by this gentleman Ajamila. How is it that he could get moksha, number one? And then secondly, what would happen in certain cases where somebody has been very pious and devotional all their life, but let's say they die in an accident, or they die in some other way where they don't have the opportunity to think of Krishna? Then what happens? So the question was more from a fairness point of view. Thank you.
See, true. See, Krishna, whatever he does, he is independent to do anything. First thing, he is Swarat. We have nobody to question him, but he's not dogmatic. There is always wonderful. Okay, whenever you analyze, first thing you should have that he's a wonderful actor. Just like he lifted Govardhan, amazing. Actually, in every act, even in your life, Krishna Leela is going on. If you have understanding, oh my God, what it did. Just like when Krishna lifted mountain, if you were there, you say, unbelievable this is. Actually, every movement is unbelievably, and every movement is unbelievably wonderful and great. So Ajamila also, actually, it is his kindness, mercy, because he did not plan that. Ajamila did not plan that I will sin and then chant his name. There was no plan like that. If you plan like that, God will not forgive you, correct? Suppose you come late for the college and you tell the teacher, I'm sorry, I got stuck up, this corona, blah, 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 no vehicle. I got late, please forgive me. Teacher will forgive you. But suppose you plan to cheat teacher on some excuse and teacher comes to know, he'll not forgive you, okay? Ajamila, there was no plan like that. He just slipped. Young boy just slipped seeing a prostitute. And he suffered. And he did a lot of sin, that is agreed. But then he started chanting the name Narayana. On Narayana name, the name of God is non-different from God. So he was slowly getting the memory of his childhood, slowly. And when at the last time, with tears in his eyes, Narayana, save me. Now, if you are Narayana, decide what you're going to do. So he didn't take him back to Vaikuntha, but he gave him a chance. Therefore, the whole book is named Second Chance. In fact, the joke was, there was one boy, we had a book distributor. He used to only distribute that book, which is called Second Chance, that Ajamila Vyakhyana. I used to ask him, why only that book? He said, because I see only Ajamilas in this world. Because everybody wants a second chance. And Krishna gives second chance. That is his beauty. So, even a president of India has a power to give mercy. He can pardon death penalty. Therefore, they applied. Recently, the people who unfortunately killed that girl, they applied and they waited. The president has the power. When president has power, Krishna also has the power to forgive, clean the slate. And he gave him a chance. When he cried with his name, Krishna said, okay, we will give him a chance. We'll give him one more. And he took the chance. He left the house, he went to Varanasi, and don't think it was easy. When you have sinned, the whole matka breaks, just like you break a pot, you put the pieces together and line still. He must have done a lot of tapasya. That we are not talking. He must have done a lot of tapasya to deserve, again, Vaikuntha Vimana coming. Correct? Krishna gave him a reprieve, but didn't take him back. You have to purify. You have to purify yourself, all the kachara you have accumulated. So he took the second chance. So for all of us, it's an encouragement that whichever situation we may be, if we raise our hand, Krishna is going to give you a chance. So that is one part. Second, your question was that we remember Krishna whole life, suppose very pious, and I die in an accident, I didn't even get a chance to remember him. Point is, Krishna remembers. He remembers. You may not be able to remember, he remembers. And also, physically the death happening momentarily, but consciousness, at that moment, the memory, the Lord will give the memory personally. Like I showed you the Bhishma. Okay. So we know exactly like Bhishma. Look at him. Krishna know how great he is. He's personally stood in front of him. Now that kind of fortune we sometimes can have indirectly. We have it in the moment. Sometimes some devotees serve for 30, 40 years and they are some place they're traveling and all. And suddenly death comes and they're surrounded by devotees. We all know Krishna remember, because suppose you're surrounded by 30, 40 devotees and they're doing nama for you. It's a great help. It's a great help. It creates an atmosphere for you to remember the Lord. So we should pray for that. We do not know something. Traveling in a train, you die in an accident and there is no person around to help you. So it's always we help each other. It's a very complex, but one thing is there, Krishna is a wonderful personality. If you just meditate on that and develop faith on that, every step is a dance then, because he's in control and he's wonderful. There is all anxiety vanish away as our faith in the Lord develops. In fact, it is said, this world becomes Vaikuntha for a devotee. Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. Okay, now let me take some question. Anybody getting late? I know there are so many works, but there is huge chat boxes full. I didn't even see.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, chanting morning. People welcome. Please come. Also welcome at 6 to 7 if you can from tomorrow. At least for me, overloaded with people's messages. We had a first batch and we had so many entries we could not respond to everybody. So now we request second batch and queries are going on. It is starting from July 1st.
Prabhuji?
Yeah. Sir, just let me see some question from this. Can you show summary slide of 7th chapter? Due to the electricity, I missed the chapter 7. It is there in the PDF. Anyway, if you want, I'll show again. Does black magic exist? Any mention of it? That's called Tantra. We are after mantra, there are tantra. Bhagavad Gita says, Yanti deva vrata devan, pitriyanti pitrivataha, bhutani yanti bhuteja, yajma yanti uti manti mam. He says, you worship devatas, you go there. You worship pitris, you go there, forefathers. But if you worship bhutas, you go there. This bhuta worship is there. Tamasic people do it. And they generally see people do bhuta worship to harm somebody. People do devata worship to get some profit. Sometimes they do some uska kuch kar do, and they go to some black magic person and to harm somebody generally. I heard they are such expert, they give ghost on rent. They'll go. But do you understand what ghost is? You don't have material body. I said there are two bodies. You have just like there was a big actor which committed suicide recently, correct? He's going to become a ghost now. And he has to stay and suppose you give to your son a mobile. Okay, within 2 days he breaks it. What you will tell him? For 1 year, I'm not going to give you mobile. Now remaining 1 year, this mobile you have to maintain for 1 year, or no more mobile for 1 year. So similarly, this body we get this body for a particular time. So if you break the body before that time, you will not get body for that day. Suppose I'm supposed to live with the body for 60 years. I'm 50 years now. Suppose anybody can commit suicide. Nobody can stop you. It's your freedom. You can kill yourself. 10 years, no body now. It's a terrible punishment. Terrible punishment. Already you're suffering, you added more sin on it because this body is not yours to destroy. You destroyed God-given property. We cannot create life. We have no right to destroy life. Now suffer for 10 years. And it's terrible punishment. You see your family, you come to your family, and if you can, you can't do much with a ghost because there is no gross body. Even literally shake a curtain or something, they will call some pujari and throw you out of the house. Nobody wants to live with a ghost. So your family itself, your near and dear will not talk to you. You just look at them, that's all. You want to eat gulab jamun, you can't eat, no mouth to eat. It's considered a horrible pain to become a ghost. Why did Arjuna before the war worship Lord Shiva and Lord Indra weapons as a Pashupata? Why should not instead of Lord Krishna, Vishnu? Oh, that is playing a role of a Kshatriya. Kshatriyas do worship Devi Devatas. Okay. If Arjuna surrendered to Krishna, why was there so much confusion in his mind? Still, Sharanagati is supposed to be without any question. That is true. Arjuna is a pure devotee. His confusion is not because of illusion. It's because of Krishna's yoga maya. Police only catches criminals. Arjuna was never a criminal. It is Krishna's arrangement for us to hear Gita. Arjuna is not a subject for hearing Gita. It is for us. He plays by Lord's arrangement a role, one of us. It is said it's just like a calf, and Vedas is like cow. Krishna draws the milk, showing the calf Arjuna. He absolutely disagreed. Demigods being Shiva. How did, with regret, I have to say that you are possibly hurting many nowhere where gods are called demigod. Vedas mention Shakti. That's why I told you, please don't get hurt. I'm just repeating what Gita says. Krishna said that. I didn't. You can read the verses again. Krishna says that there is no need to worship that. But I'm not saying it is banned, but it is not intelligent. When Vishnu, Krishna directly you can worship, there is no need to worship Devata. I know that in India, some people will feel hurt, but we should not hesitate. If I also flatter people, don't tell the truth, who will tell the truth? There is no spiritual happiness in worshipping the Devatas. You will get mental facilities. See, what do you want actually? Sometimes people start arguing and fighting. I said, what do you want? You want to live comfortably in this world, you can even worship Devatas. But if you want to go back to spiritual world, Devatas cannot help you. That is not their department. Even they have to do tapasya to go to Krishna Loka. Okay. Vishnu Pitava talks about Vishnu Sahasranama at the point, yes, thank you. At the time of that, any form of Krishna like Rama, yes. That doesn't matter. Is there a time to, oh, that is you ask, Amul, there's a time to know the time of death. Manish, devoted to Krishna, and they obviously remember Krishna because they are devoted. There is a reason they become Krishna, the way to remember Krishna. How many years one has to learn and serve in ISKCON before becoming a Dasa? Partha Sarthi from Mysore. It's not like that. See, ISKCON has grown into a very big and mature institution. First thing is the parents' permission. It's not easy. So, and you may have responsibilities and duties. You have to take care of that. If all that is fine, parents are fine, you are sure, because in ISKCON also you watch for 1 or 2 years, you watch whether you can actually follow the rules and regulations. Then you can contact. So WhatsApp link I've updated in the website. Now, if you click for my group, it is just another group I've put because first group is full now. Okay, this the quizzes, don't worry about that. First saying Bhagavad Gita, was at any time necessity, and then revise it by Krishna. Any scripture reference is there, it is revised, non-necessity to revise. The constant message, no. What Krishna says, perfect. There is no need to edit. Imagine we page, all of us, we write one page, you have to edit it 10 times, don't they? I tell you, anybody, write one page. We write it, that also difficult, then we keep scratching, cutting, then we throw the whole page. Krishna, what's spoken, spoken. It is being studied because that's a definition of God. Okay. How to protect ourselves from devils and dark energies. Narayana Kavacha. Chant the name of the Lord. Even the ghost, all these negative energies just run away from that place. I tell you, very easy. Any place we do Harinama, we see most of the people anyway run away. Crazy people can't stay where we're doing Kirtan, studying Gita. They will run away anyway. This is so. Sometimes some people do that. Haunted houses are very cheap in any city. If any house has a tag that is haunted, it's very cheap. So what people do, they take the house on red and they do Kirtan and the ghost runs away from it. Yes. Thank you. I think it's time we close now. Yeah. Anybody now? Anything to say?
Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Can I ask a couple of questions?
Yeah.
First is Ved Vyas wrote Bhagavad Gita. Am I right? Krishna recited Ved Vyas wrote
Yes.
Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
And so the second is, again, it's all, hearsay. Probably people talk about different stuff. And I've learned quite a lot in the past few days. The heaven and hell, what they say is, learned people like you, everything is here on earth. What you do or what you have done in the past results in papa, punya, whatever it's in this birth. Like you said, yes, you have to, think of Lord Krishna every day to attain moksha or uh, go towards heaven. So there are different theories. That's what my dilemma is. As a human being, yes, we have to concentrate on Lord Krishna. And yes, if you think of his name all the time, you will attain certain, you can call it moksha, or, you will be heavenly abode. But if that is the case, there's some doctrine which also says that, you pray Krishna all right, but the heaven, hell, and even the other world is right here. What you have done, you will, as you sow, so you reap. So these are my questions. And you talked about ghosts just now. And the science says the ghosts and all the devilish thoughts are all in your brain. So where does that leave us?
Yeah, see, therefore, we have to go systematically. First thing in the second chapter, there was reasons given that we are not the body. First, we have to start from there and be convinced about this, that I'm not the body. Okay? In fact, if you go in my YouTube channel, I have maybe more reasons. In fact, recently I given classes, 18 reasons, which I give in the colleges. 18 reasons we can say we are not the body. So first, by logic and reason, we should be convinced of this fact that I'm not the body. Once I'm convinced that I'm not the body, like I'm an experiencer, but the body is just flesh and bones. It has no life. Life is with the soul. Like 4 or 5 days you are with me, your body has changed now. Cells have died, new cells have come, but you have been the same person. So first, by reason, logic, we should understand one point, that I'm not the body. I'm a soul. Now, just same way the body and soul is different. In the same way, again there is echo. Same way the body and soul is different. In the same way, there is difference in spiritual world and material world. A difference. What you said, heaven, that is part of the material world. It's nothing to do with the spiritual world. The world of the soul is different. This is a place for illusion. I have a desire to be independent of the Lord, and in an illusion it is satisfied. Just like a child says, give me mother moon, the mother shows the mirror. So I'm here for reformation.
Right.
Okay, you got my point. So heaven is in the material world only. That is a separate issue. Actually, heaven is not here. Even the toilet in Swarga is better than America. People think America is Swarga. Even a toilet in Swarga is better than America. 10,000.
That's a good one.
Actually, what the Vedas explain, see, I could understand little of this. The tongue, say your own tongue, the stronger it is, more you enjoy. Now, some of us are picking up age. We are not so excited in eating sweets. But youngsters, oh my God, they go crazy because the tongue is very strong at that age. So the stronger the senses, more is the enjoyment. The Devata, the senses are 10,000 times stronger. So enjoyment is, 10,000 times better. But beauty of being on earth is this, that the Devatas pray, but too much enjoyment makes you a bit intoxicated. Therefore, in Bhagavatam is something, Devatas pray to be born on earth, and particularly in India, where there is spiritual culture. So not only India is special in the whole world for spiritual culture, because see, I true agreed, culture is dead today, but even dead elephant has value. So there is still benefit to be in India compared to all parts of the world, because there is some spiritual culture still there. So we have benefit. And Swarga, as far as you say, I feel let us go to spiritual platform, that we do need to go to a place where birth, death, old age, disease are inconveniences which are unnecessarily taken by the soul. There is no need. And to go back, God is personally with you because He has come just for that purpose. He can't see His son lost in the wrong place. He's there with you, standing. But He honors you so much, He will not infringe upon your freedom. He can only suggest, my dear child, can we go back? No, no, no. It's okay. He just watch you, he's standing behind, but nothing you can do yourself because whole metallurgy under his control. He'll keep facilitating your desire and just keep watching. Always smiling, he's always happy, but he wants you to come back.
Right.
In brief, I know I've got tangent now because
yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
But my request was this: you look to be a very respectable person by your voice. My request was this: go through the Gita systematically, and just read the introduction. If you can get hold of a book even online, Bhagavad Gita as it is, which I have used for the past. If you are in my group, you can write to me. Otherwise, it's not difficult. Even online, I can give you the copy of the Bhagavad Gita, soft copy, Bhagavad Gita as it is, or you can type Veda base or Gita base. You get this book online.
I do have Prabhupada's book, sir.
Great. So my request really, just read the introduction once. Everything will be clear. Just 20-25 pages of introduction, everything is clear. He puts everything. In fact, I used to be very worried because Bhagavad Gita is a very difficult book. I used to be very worried that, people have to understand, and I used to then start selling small books. So then one devotee told me, have you read the introduction? Then I one day sat on the introduction. I said, amazing. If somebody reads the introduction, he will never misunderstand anything in the book. He has carefully written the whole introduction so that the Gita is well understood. Thank you, sir, very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Chalo. We break now. I'm really amazed and very happy by this opportunity you're all given. Even knowledge grows by sharing. So by this questioning, my also spiritual life develops. Okay, you can hear the kirtan in the temple. So, thank the Lord. 24 hours, only nothing. Kirtan going on, classes going on, kirtan going on. I take Shada.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mata. You had a question?
Hare Krishna.
Are you wishing?
No. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Chalo, Hare Krishna. Goodbye, everybody.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vacha, kripa, evacha, patitanam bhavanebhyo, Vaishnava namo namaha.